Into Darkness Festival Day 2, and I'm with Insuna.
That's right, yeah.
That's right, yes.
So, you're playing today, what time?
3:30, basically, almost now.
Oh, that
Oh, almost, but yeah, we've
Looking
managed
forward
to.
to it?
Oh, yes.
Did you have to travel far to get here today, or?
Cardiff. Yeah, we're from South Wales. Ironically, I'm the Welsh person in the band, so
Yeah.
so yeah.
Well, somebody had to.
Yeah, so it might as well be me. Yeah.
Right, so Insuna, unusual name, how did that come about?
That's actually quite random.
Yeah, it was basically a made-up name.
Right.
We made a list of about 50 names. We debated it for absolutely ages and eventually settled on one based on a logo that we did, and it seemed to match that particular logo, and eventually we all kind of came to like it really. We didn't really like it when we first selected it, but it kind of grew on us and it's stayed with us ever since.
Excellent. So how long have you guys been together now?
Ooh,
2009.
yeah,
Since 2009,
Since
yeah.
2009 as a whole band, yeah. I mean,
Well, it's been 2009. I actually joined last year.
Right.
He used to be our photographer.
Well, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
He used to follow them around Cardiff taking their photographs, so
Yeah.
yeah.
then an AS looking for a bassist, and I was like, I play bass.
Right.
And they're like, really? I was like, yeah.
and he proved it.
Oh,
Yeah.
excellent. So after here, where are you playing next?
We are at the moment taking a bit of a break,
Yeah.
and we will continue working with the recording,
Right.
which is a really long process, considering that we're trying to get the best
Yeah.
sound, and we haven't found one yet.
Right.
So it's gonna take a while,
Yeah.
but it's need to try. It's worth it, I think,
Yeah.
to wait.
Yeah, but it'd be worth it in the end to have that finished
Yeah.
product. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what age were you when you started playing and singing?
So as far as I know, Dave, our drummer, he started the band with another guitarist, Liam. And then for a while they couldn't find anyone. And then Dave texted me. He found me on an advertisement where I actually advertised that I play drums and maybe backing vocals. But obviously he's a drummer already, so I tried some songs and it worked out,
Yeah.
and they were pretty happy with that. And he told me, yeah.
What age were you when you started actual playing?
What instruments in general?
Instrumental in general.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, but you heard your story.
Well,
Cut again.
Right.
okay,
Okay,
let's go for it anyway.
You're probably older, so you know. You started earlier.
Well, I actually started playing. My very first instrument was bass when I was about 14 years old. Then I picked up a guitar and started playing guitar. And I had to go on with some synth stuff, synthesizers and whatnot. Did that for a while. Started playing around with electronic stuff. Went back to guitar again, and here I am playing bass again, and playing with a bit of synth as well. So yeah, it's a mixed bag.
Mixed bag.
Yeah.
And takes photos as
And
well.
I take photographs.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell the story then. The right one, the correct one. One guy taught me play drums when I was 14, and then I had a break for a while. And when I moved to another town in my home country, Estonia, I decided I want to play drums again. So I formed a band, and since 2004, I actually properly started to do this. But singing, I started only with this band, and I sang before properly.
Excellent. That's good.
I started playing piano was my first instrument. That was when I was about 10.
Who's the granddad?
Yeah, well, there we go.
Yeah, it was like the rest.
I did that for about 5 years. Then I picked up the guitar, classical guitar, and then I moved on to electric. And I've been playing guitar ever since I was 15. So, yeah, a fair amount of years now.
And do any of
How old are you now, Chris?
Old enough.
Do any of you still have your old instruments or part of your old instruments?
God, cupboard full of them.
Kept full of them.
When I moved out, it was a case of me and my partner. When I moved out of my parents' house, there was just not enough room for all the instruments I'd accumulated over the years. So they were stuck there for about a year. and we moved again, and now there's just a cupboard in my house just full of dusty basses, dusty guitars where electronics are knackered. But yeah, it's just
You collect them.
not so much to collect them. It's just, especially my first guitar, when most people would have sold it, I just can't get rid of it because it was my first guitar.
Yeah, quite a few people do keep their first instrument.
And it just sounds gnarly as well. So it's just getting out and it's just.
Yeah, I've got my very first classical guitar. I've still got that one. The electric one I sold, unfortunately, but I've still got my first classical one, which is the one I actually learnt on. So yes.
I was the poor one, so I didn't have anything what I wanted. But I had out of all the drum kit, I started to be a drum anyway. I had cymbals from my brother, all cracked, all dirty, all old, non-branded. Sounded amazing though, and that's the only thing I had, and sticks obviously.
Brilliant.
So I just flashed my eyelids to some another band, and they will lend me a snare.
Beg, steal and borrow. That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So way to have the kit. And sometimes it's already, they're already unaware. Look at it. They're sometimes already broken in for you. You know,
Yes,
not
that's
like
right.
something sort of brand new. We've got to get it just right.
That's right. Yes, that's true.
So you're having a bit of a break and thinking about the recording. When you're not recording or gigging or anything else, what do you do to relax in your spare time?
There is no spare time. I have full-time job.
Right.
8.5 hours per day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm quite lucky with the job because there is a rota, so I have days off on the different days.
Yeah.
And I love that. So I can request a day, and majority of the time I can have it for a gig. And then every Sunday we have a practice. Or play tennis when I'm on holiday. Yeah, next.
Play tennis.
Well, as already been mentioned, I'm an avid novice photographer. I also write for a couple of independent British music magazines.
Right.
I used to write for a lot more when a few years ago. There's only a couple I really write for nowadays. Again, full-time job. All the boring grown-up stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much then. It's Insuna then. That's about it. So.
Funnily enough, I play guitar a lot, so I like to just practice, write stuff, record stuff in my own time. I love reading as well, films, listening to music, obviously, spending time with family, and cooking. I love cooking because I love eating, so I have to cook to eat. So yeah, so all of that stuff. It's a mixture of that in my spare time that I enjoy doing as well.
Excellent. So, if you had a chance for any band in the world to support you, who would you
Start with you guys.
Well, I mean, it's a tricky one really, because I mean, the bands I look up to, I'd feel too embarrassed to ask them to support us. Obviously, I'd be honoured to support them more the other way around, I think. My favourite band is probably Metallica, and they've been my heroes, I guess, from when I first picked up the electric guitar. So I'd love to be involved in any way with them. Obviously, never expecting them to support us, but
never say
never know. But I'd love to be on somehow the same bill or same festival as them in some way. I'd absolutely love that.
Excellent.
That's a real shoot and fish in a barrel type of question. It's just like all the different types of music I listen to, and you say that and I think, oh, it would go well with Insuna. But just off the top of my head, just because I've got it on my t-shirt, I'm just going to say the Birthday Massacre. I'll probably get down the road later on and go, oh, I should have said something else, but that's what I'm going to say. So.
And I'm panically trying to think what I can say, because I was a lot of bands. But yeah, in the same way, it's kind of weird asking them to support us.
Yeah.
They're just growing and they're already grown up. Yeah, well, sorry, been up and down. Just because I want to play with you guys. But they don't exist anymore. It's a French band. I don't think many people have heard of them. But the singer is current singer of Penumbra now.
Right.
French band Penumbra. So yeah, them.
Yeah, it'd be good, wouldn't it? Alright, I ask some more random questions. One of them is, Marmite, love it or hate it?
Love it.
Love it.
Huh?
Marmite?
Oh, hate it.
I hate it.
Oh, that's
Right,
yeah.
2-1. Right. I'm doing poll at the moment. Lovitz is still winning.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good to know.
yeah,
Good to know.
Lovitz still winning. And as my final random question for you, it's the zombie apocalypse. Who in the band would die first, and who would live the longest?
Oh,
Oh, let's see.
interesting. You go first.
Well, I know
You go first.
I know me and Lee have actually spoken about this before. What we would do. So
Every day something new.
So I think we have a kind of a plan. But I honestly don't know. Survival wise, I think you would die first.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, dude.
Just saying.
You just don't know me. I'll be somewhere in the middle, that's for sure. You will die first because you said that.
Oh yeah, I'll say I'll admit defeat on that one. Just yeah. Chris, what do you reckon?
I think maybe Ree would die first.
No, hang on. Our second guitarist, whoever it is, they will die first.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry.
I think I'd probably have to say maybe Ree would die first and maybe live the longest. Maybe Dave.
Oh no,
Dave.
he can't. He runs too quickly.
Oh, runs
He
too quick.
runs
That's true.
marathons
That's true.
and stuff.
He does run quickly. But then nowadays zombies do run, don't they?
It
Most of the
depends.
films they do
Yeah,
seem
they
to
do seem to get
belt
quicker.
it. They're getting quicker, so I think they catch
Yeah,
up.
20 days later is a bit of an eye opener, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I say you eat him first, and Dave, our drummer, will probably live the longest because he's quite methodical. So I think he'd
Right.
think
Oh,
out,
yes.
he'd think out about every single scenario and put himself
Yeah.
into some kind of
He's
skyscraper.
a
or
very
something.
good at planning things.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
We're giving ideas, so I'm giving ideas, so I'll probably die somewhere in the middle, or
Yep.
first, okay, right. Yeah, and he will be the last.
Yeah, Dave would have a person where they're due to break and you go to his house, it'll be full of stuff, wouldn't it? Because he'd just planned ahead, kind of thing. Yeah.
So you know where to go first
Yeah.
then?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, his house.
Brilliant. So you got the place. So what would be your weapon of choice?
Shotgun.
Really?
Yes.
What about when you run out of ammo?
Yeah.
I don't care. I
Just want to hold a shotgun.
Yeah, with a shotgun.
It'd probably be some kind of baseball bat or a shovel or something that doesn't require electricity or would run out or
Yeah. So up close and personal.
yeah. I think that reveals a bit too much about me for today.
Right. Hard question, but I'll say AK-47.
I'll just like say you've got to say that. Sure.
Because I have to say that, yes. I'm Russian
Right.
by language. And I'll take second. Sword.
Sword.
Yes.
Excellent.
But maybe samurai one.
Samurai
Yeah.
sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Excellent.
In case if AK-47
Runs out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
runs out. Planning.
Yeah.
I'm learning.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for giving me some of your time.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you a bit later on, and enjoy the rest of your day.
We definitely
Thank you
will. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Nice
Thank you
to
very
meet
much.
you.
Thank you.